Hey there folks, Jayborino here, starting a new custom campaign for StarCraft 1. This is the Gallantry, the fourth and final campaign affiliated with Celestial Stories, a universe created by Desler. Now, Celestial Stories, as I've said in the past, is not a series of campaigns chronologically. It's just a group of campaigns that are all vaguely related because they take place in a universe that Desler has created. So there is a short intro cinematic. I am warning you that it is very old, but I'm going to go ahead and play it for you right now. Oh, and one quick thing. This video flickers a lot. It's old. I don't know how to fix it, so here you go.
I still remember when I first stepped aboard. It was like I could see every adventure awaiting me. I remember feeling, for the first time in my life, freedom. I am Captain Rainlance, and this is the Gallantry.
So yeah, alright, opening cinematic. Like I said, it flickers. I don't know. I'm not going to take the time to try to figure it out, but it has now been immortalized on YouTube. Perhaps not in its prime, but there you have it. Alrighty, so let's check this out. Where are you? Where are you? The Gallantry. Here we go. As you can see, only 3 maps. There's a 4th one. I haven't downloaded it yet. The curtain rises. Cities fall. Traditions die. The curtains are drawn. So, episode 1, as you can tell, there is only one episode. Another mostly abandoned project, unfortunately, part of Celestial Stories. But I will be playing it, so let's check it out. I like this goofy music here for Team 2. An original StarCraft campaign. The Gallantry, Episode 1, The Curtain Rises.
Protoss Commander, your forces are outnumbered. Your situation is hopeless. Any resistance on your part would only forestall the inevitable. Death will come more swiftly and less painfully if you would have the wisdom to embrace the swarm.
No, we will not. We will defend our home. We will protect what is ours.
Privately, I suspected you would prove to be as insolent and naive as you are. You and your fellow sargass. You fail to see that you are helpless worms.
Zerg Betak, I tire of your soulless babbling.
You will regret your pointless persistence.
Drax, Neron, what is the status of our food supplies?
We have less than a week's worth of Rengar's meat at best, certain our hunting parties locating a prey. And if I may say, not a single drop of Taradoon has graced our province for some time.
Counselor, morale is low. The warriors are beaten and cowed. None of them have the will to fight on. You have done your best as counselor. All of us admire your leadership. Judicator Ceradon's death was a blow to us all. You have proved the honor of the Sargas tribe. There is no shame in retreat. We are all exhausted, Counselor.
And you, Drax, do you believe we are beaten?
Counselor, I believe no one speaks wisely. We have defended the province long enough. Most of the Earth survivors have had time to escape through the warp gate. It is time we did the same.
To leave Aya. I have always believed that if we persevered and fought with all of our strength, we would be able to save Aya. But now that seems a distant fantasy. What of the traditions of the Templar? I know I am not alone in my distrust of the Dark Ones, and I have no great love for the backstabbing Terran rabble. Are they our only allies now?
It is possible to alter the destination of the warp gate. However, only the coordinates to Shakuras are in the archives. Relinking the gate to random coordinates could kill us all.
We will not go to Shakuras. Not yet. I am slow to trust those I barely know. I'm aware our warriors feel the same way. A random warp jump. There is hope, my friends. Drax, reconfigure the warp gate. Random exit coordinates.
At once, Counselor.
And Drax, trust your instincts. Let a Doom guide you to safe coordinates.
The Doom keep you, Counselor. I will.
Counselor, observers tracking an approaching Zerg assault wave. They badly outnumber our defending warriors.
Neron, rally our forces. Explain my decision. We must hold our ground until Drax reconfigures the warp gate. Go.
Yes, Counselor.
May a Doom shield us all, and may he forgive me if we do not survive.
And may he forgive me. He's just like mouthful of marbles. Okay, survive the Zerg onslaught. Counselor Jerome must survive. Sure, let's go. Sounds like a Protoss holdout. We've had a lot of these in the custom campaigns that we've played. Province of Chiron, Ire. Let's bump up the game speed right away. This looks dire. Can't control anything here. I think this is supposed to say, hey, you're losing. Hey, you're losing. Make sure to use that shield battery. Make sure to use that shield battery. He's not going to use the shield battery. Not that it could save him. I don't know. I mean, this area, yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. Not with lurkers and stuff. But, you know, should have used the shield battery. If that was me playing, there have been a lot of people to point out, hey, Jayborino, use your shield battery. So I think I'm totally justified to tell the AI to use their shield battery. Oh dear. This does not look good, does it? Do I have places to mine from? I do. Let's cube some probes. Who is this? Is this Neron? Probably Neron. Was that his name? Neuron. Neron.
Many other warriors insist on remaining in the temple to receive the word of Tomahawk before joining the battle line.
Tomahawk, the prayer of a warrior before certain death? This is no time for fatalism, Neron. Order them to the battle line at once. We might be greatly outnumbered, but we are trained Protoss warriors, not unarmed monks. Drax, how much longer?
Forgive my ignorance of warp systems, Counselor. I believe the warp link matrix requires further adjustment. Just a few moments more.
You have performed with great valor, Drax. There is nothing for me to forgive. Now make haste, the Zerg are pressing home their assault.
Alter them to the battle line at once. I like this guy's voice acting. I just imagine him as like a portly Protoss judicator. He's a counselor. I suppose that's not the same. All right, so it looks like we have multiple entrances. Probably we saw one over to the far left and then two at the top. Let's get an assimilator going here. All right, stop moving my camera.
There is no time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Great, some reinforcements. Pylons are unavailable for construction. Make do with the ones already built. Survive until the warp gate is reconfigured. Counselor Durham must survive. Keep the warp gate from harm. All right. Okay, so High Templar and Reavers are going to be our friend, I think, this time around. We have a lot of very weakened Protoss. Let's go ahead and build some Scarabs here. Not too many. We can't really afford them. This guy just doesn't know where he wants to go, does he? Come on down here, buddy. The only nice thing about having guys up on the high ground here is it draws the enemy units into attacking them, and they have a small mischance there. Okay, so just got to keep mining here. There's the warp gates. This is a large base, and it's kind of challenging for me to kind of figure out where everything is. Let's split these High Templar and get them up to other positions. Coming up here, so we have 3 High Templar there. That's probably overkill. Let's get some more probes. I definitely want to be mining a lot of gas right now, because we're going to need it for later, I think, definitely. Okay, that's not too bad right now. Let's, God, where are my buildings? It's so hard to tell where anything is here. Pretty good storm right there, I think. So yeah, it's all going to be about really good psionic storms, I think. All right, so let's back up here. Okay, I have a robo facility here. Do I have a robo... I mean, what upgrades can I get? I don't know where anything is, and this is a very sprawling base. You know what I'm going to do is throw down a save right now. This is Gallantry 01. Because, I mean, there's going to come a point where I'm going to be unable to finish something just because I don't know where a building is that I particularly need. I mean, here's some warp gates. I'd like to get more High Templar, which I can actually do. We can't make any more pylons either. Can we control... We can't control Jerome, what have you. Let's move on up and we could try to rebuild some of these cannons. And I think I just want to build some Reavers and start stacking them up near the warp gate. Because if we can protect the warp gate at all costs, that's going to be, you know, priority number 1. This area seems to be the one that was attacked the heaviest, but, you know, we've got 2 other areas down here. Each area has High Templar, so it's just getting around to where we need to defend quickly. Oh, dear God, that is so many Mutalisks. Okay, they're coming over into this direction, so we need to get up here and storm this area quickly. Oh yeah, that might kill all of them. Oh, it did. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so Dragoons, come on over here. We got to clean these areas up. So here's the 2 Reavers that we made. Oh no, these Reavers just have full Scarabs. I think I'm just gonna start throwing stuff up near the warp gate. How do we get to the warp gate? So I'm gonna start throwing stuff up to this area, while continuing to defend our main areas as well. So it's like we're just going to keep making High Templar, and I'm just going to start throwing some stuff up at the top of this ramp, if I can remember where it was. And it's also consolidating everything. I definitely want to get Kadarin Amulet. Okay, we can get ground weapons and ground armor. We have a group of Dragoons that I moved down to kill some Mutalisks that we need to move back up here. I would probably like to make some more... oh, what am I thinking? Probably going to want to make some more stuff, some more probes, some more stuff. Okay, we're definitely going to need more probes to mine. I think that's my issue right now. Okay, we have more High Templar. I want to send 1 over to the left here and 1 up to the upper left here. That should keep us relatively safe. We have a lot of cannons. I'm going to take some of these Dragoons and move them on over. I think this is going to be all about, I mean, I might just want to be saving a lot, because it's all about reacting to the right places at the right time. And if I can do that, then I'll be okay. But if I can't, you know what I mean? Like, if I just get caught with my pants down in one particular area and the Zerg break through and do a little too much damage, then I'm fucked. Okay? So that's why I'm just going to make, you know, a couple extra cannons here. And the cannons are really just to provide some time so that my High Templar can get up and storm before something truly bad happens. This area is very spread out from the rest of my units. So like I said, I want to stockpile a couple extra units up top at the top of this ramp. Because, well, we've got 24 minutes, and that's in-game minutes, which means it's a little faster. Let's get more probes here. Mining a lot of gas. We can get way more High Templar. I'd like to get more Reavers, too, and hopefully save up for more, upgrade Scarab damage. That's necessary. Okay, so we've got High Templar. They ended up getting very spread out, unfortunately. What I'm not looking forward to is them circumventing my defense and coming through this area right here. Observatory. Let's put an observer up here, and I'm going to grab an observer and put it down near my ramp now, in case, you know, we're going to need it later for lurkers. Okay, let's get some Dragoons up here, too. So like I said, I have a forward-facing defense and then a fallback defense. I'm going to start Reaver Scarab damage before we inevitably lose these buildings. Observer sight range would be nice to get, too. It's really just, again, I'm stockpiling up for when I'm going to have some serious problems. Okay, so I'm just going to save a lot because I feel like I'm in a good spot, and if I have to reload, you know, I'm not afraid to reload is what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and take another Reaver and put it up here. 3 Reavers up here plus 2 High Templar. That's a good fallback position. Any extra units that we have, we could try to make a run for it. And I think I'm going to start spending my money and get... Well, see, I've got air weapons. Can I make air units? I might need to get... I probably want to get some scouts. Okay, I can't. I can't get a Stargate. Stargate would be nice to chase down Guardians with scouts, but of course we can't get those, which makes sense. I mean, I suppose we shouldn't be able to. Shouldn't just be something that we can have for free. I think I'm gonna get some more Dragoons if I can remember. There we go. I'm kind of getting a little more in the habit of recognizing where my gateways and buildings are and things like that. So we're gonna get some more Dragoons. Probably need some more anti-air over on this side. Maybe some more cannons would be preferable. We can get a healthy cannon in front of this other one, or we can block them with shield batteries as well. Okay, let's throw this down. And again, we can't make any more pylons, so we have to definitely protect the ones we have. I think, for now, this is okay. I mean, we could spam zealots as well. I might have some idle probes that I never sent to mine. Nope, they're all mining. Let's get a few more. So this area obviously needs to stay safe, because that's where my hero is, who is not controllable, and I don't even know if he'll defend himself if he comes under attack. I'd hope so, but he might not. I'm also going to take a probe in advance and move him up here so that we can throw down some more cannons to block our path when necessary. Okay, good. That's done. This reminds me of the Fall from Grace. Oh my god, this Reaver is just now getting here. That took him forever to come up here. Okay, High Templar coming out. Let's go ahead and grab a few of these. Looks like they're coming in from the left side. Okay, let's storm right here. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Zealot. You didn't deserve to go out that way. You really didn't. Lurkers right now. Tons and tons of stuff right here. We have to try to hold on with storms. The Hydralisks are just walking right by me. Why is this this way? So I think that this attack was definitely meant to kind of stop you from, I mean, I don't think I was able to really stop that attack. So let's get plasma shields. We're probably going to need more High Templar and Dragoons. And they're going to be coming at us from the left now. So this is, I think, what I expected to happen. I can try to get hallucination before it's too late. They're going to be coming at my main base right here. We still have a nice setup of defense over here. What I could probably do with my extra money... Oh, I can't make extra pylons. Let's throw down a couple cannons. Oh, dear. How am I supposed to stop this? And there's a ton of Guardians, too. Holy crap. Okay, are they attacking the warp gate? Well, this is very unfortunate. Okay, High Templars seem to be the right choice. All right, we can spot them, luckily. Okay, I'm pulling back. Oh, they're coming from down there now. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to stockpile my units up there. Gotta do it. Gotta get more Dragoons as well. Let's see if we can get my units up here in time. Oh my god, this is an enormous attack. Gotta just storm the crap out of this stuff. Probably not gonna be able to hang on to this, and we don't have enough energy on my High Templar. Oh, I sent the other ones up here. Oh, these had full energy. Oh, we're in trouble. Make scarabs. Storm. Okay, we've got to try to hold on here. Okay, and we held on, barely, so now we need to make more stuff. So we got to get these Dragoons up here. Did my Robo facility go down? I think it did. I think it did. All right, that's where our guy is. He's in there trying to protect or try to put in random warp coordinates. Why random? I don't know. So I had a probe up here. I'm going to need to definitely rebuild a few of these cannons. So it kind of seems like you're meant to lose specific areas at specific times. That's kind of how this ended up going. Cannons. We can get one more. We can get one more. We can get get one up here too. I don't know. Well, we can get shield batteries actually. That's good. Let's get these Dragoons up here. I feel like the only thing I can do at this point is move up into this direction and protect this to the top of this ramp. For 15 minutes, though, that's a little scary. We may need some extra Dragoons. We may need a few extra Dragoons. We do have a lot of High Templar. It's just allowing them to save up energy. Here comes another attack. Oh my god. Alright, keep up the storms. Keep up the storms. Not enough energy. Who has energy? Keep up the storms. Keep them up. Good lord. Okay, and then we gotta make scarabs with our money. With our extra money, we need to make scarabs. This is again, this is very much like if you don't know how to storm, you are fucked. You have to storm in the right places at the right times, and if you don't make enough High Templar, well, too fucking bad. Okay, we held on. Next attack. Gotta wait for my High Templar to get some energy. I'm going to make more. Okay, let's get some more Dragoons up on top of this ramp. Let's rebuild some of these cannons. We only lost one cannon in that entire engagement, which is pretty incredible. Let's see if we can get some more cannons on the high ground. It'll stop the Zerg from moving in too quickly on me, I suppose. And remember, we really can't afford to be losing these pylons. These pylons need to stay up. Okay. A lot of Dragoons here. I'm going to leave a small group back here in case more Guardians come up. Okay, let's spend my minerals and get more Scarabs. We do have Kadaran amulets, so it's really just getting... enough energy saved up. What I'd like to do is move these Dragoons back and throw down one cannon here. Okay, we do have some probes back here. They're my backup probes. I could throw down a gateway up here, just if I want to build some stuff up here. I don't even think that's worth the money at this point, because they're coming straight for the warp gate. Alright, there's even more High Templar coming out. I feel like I've been on the cusp of losing for a while. This is so many High Templar. This is incredibly unnecessary. I think I just need beef. So let's get Dragoons. And I'm not rallying them up because I don't want them to rally through the enemy units right when they're attacking me. So that's why I'm doing it this way. How are we doing on energy? We do have enough for a storm on pretty much every High Templar except the ones we just built. Actually, no. Every single person, every single High Templar has enough for one storm, and we are going to be spamming storms for sure. These guys need to move. Let's go ahead and move the Observer up just a little bit. Now, generally, if there's enemies attacking, you can abuse the enemy AI because usually they're not going to attack your High Templar unless there's nothing else for the enemy to attack. Because the High Templar doesn't have an auto attack, so they're not generating any enemy aggression, any enemy AI. Obviously, if you're playing against a person, they would know better. But because you know, same with these pylons. That's a great example. The enemy's going to run by them because they're trying to get up to these cannons that are constantly hitting them. I'm trying to move these High Templar into a location where they can actually move up and storm without getting stuck. And I can actually use them to block my Dragoons as well, which is certainly an interesting way to utilize them. No enemy attack again for a while. I'm going to save. I have so many High Templar, and I think Ultralisks can cause me major problems, but ultimately I should be able to hold out against Ultralisks if I have Dragoons and these Reavers just kind of holding out. I'd like to make more Reavers, and I have some money now. I think what I'm going to do is actually get a robo facility up here, and that's an expensive thing to do, but I think it's worth it. What I have to be on the lookout for is this fellow right here getting destroyed. Because here's the thing, as long as this up here, as long as this defense is holding, the enemy's going to try to run up these ramps towards me. They have no reason to go for Darome, or Darome, I'm going to say Darome. They have no reason to go for Darome if I have units up here. So it's all about, when you play campaigns, it's just knowing how to... It's basically exploiting the AI, but the mission is made that way, I think. Also, these High Templar are probably going to block my Scarabs, so I do have to be mindful of that. I have so many High Templar. I'm trying to make more Dragoons, which I can, you know, scoot up and put behind my other units. We're going to get another robo facility, hopefully. And I'm just going to keep making Dragoons, and then maybe in the next big attack, I can kind of bring them down and around the side to flank the enemy. That would be pretty cool. So I could build cannons up here, but I'd be afraid that it would leash the enemy into them. Nidus Canals. Oh, is this behind my base? Destroy the Zerg Nidus Canal to slow the Zerg advance. Great. Okay, well, this is why I made I have lots of Dragoons. So Dragoons, I need you to come over here. And they're going to go for Dorome. So let's get on up here. Is it like an endless wave? It's not. I was afraid it'd be like an endless wave. It really wouldn't surprise me. Let's get some High Templar up here as well. So I'm going to make a go for it. I'm definitely making a go for this. It's definitely worth trying to kill this, I think. And then I'm going to make more Dragoons. This would be a time for the map maker to have the enemy attack your front door too, just to kind of fuck with you. They're ignoring my units. I think they're trying to make a run for my buildings, which is good. And again, this is how you can kind of exploit the AI. Is it seems like when these units are spawning out of the Nidus Canal, they're programmed to go for a certain location. Okay, let's get out of here. We're going to lose one Dragoon. Totally worth it. Let's back all these guys up and see if we can move them up here. I think they're going to struggle getting there, but that's okay. Let's queue up 2 Reavers. We have more Dragoons here that I'm going to keep near my Nexus and near Dorome in case something goes awry. We did destroy the Nidus, and there's a Defiler back here, and you know what? I'm fine leaving that Defiler there. I didn't even bother with the Sunken Colonies either. There's no need. There's no reason. Oh, dear. Not worth losing. Not even worth losing 1 Dragoon over this. Only 5 minutes left. Honestly, if another Nidus spawns, it might be worth just leaving it alive. This isn't that... Nothing challenging is happening right now, which is very interesting because we're getting near the end, and honestly, it seemed like this was, oh, I forgot that I even had a defense up here. It seems like this was much harder at the beginning. This was much harder at the beginning than it is now. Okay, I just had a new Reaver spawn. It's tempting to take one of these Reavers and try to squirm them down to that other location. I think perhaps the enemy is coming to attack me now. Okay, let's move the Zealots up to this direction. And what's going on here? Oh, here's the random Defiler squirming around. What's this Defiler trying to do? I don't like him. Okay, he's dead. Good, good, good. I was waiting for him to plague or something. So I've got 2 High Templar here. I have 3 fronts of defense. The most important one is the one that's near the Warp Gate, for sure. I'm 1-1-1. I can't get any better upgrades. I didn't actually catch what the Zerg are, but I'd be interested to know if they were anything but 0-0. I'm going to assume they're not. Let's go ahead and make Reavers on these fellas. Got a lot of money now. And more High Templar. And like I said, this mission, this map is really just like, hey, do you know how to use Psionic Storm? You don't? Oh, well, fuck you. You know, the Protoss are all about high-power single units. So you have to know how to utilize those. And if you don't, then you're going to get just absolutely destroyed by maps like this. And I suppose, you know, custom campaigns have sort of trained me to use those a little more. I look back to when I was playing Mass Recall, and I played the last mission of The Stand. Okay. Oh, did I win?
Protoss, I see you are struggling to flee through the Warp Gate. Unwieldy with that technology, would you not agree?
You will not win the day, maggot.
You know, Protoss, it would give me great pleasure to have seen die.
Hold up the Zerg and prepare to retreat to the gate. Okay. I think I can do that. My buildings are no longer controllable. None of my units are... I mean, some of my units are controllable, but not all of them. So all my probes... Everything is trying to retreat, so we just need to hold on. We got to keep our Reavers, which is nice. I'm not sure what decides how much you're able to keep at this specific juncture. But all these poor units are going to try to get to the Warp Gate, and we are blocking them. 2 minutes. I'd like to move down here with my existing units. Some of these guys are just going to be sacrificial lambs. Storm and storm. Storm. Oh, yes. This is why I made all these guys. This is why I made all this stuff. Can we get to the Warp Gate, or what's happening? Again, some of our units are not controllable, some of them are. So I'm just going to storm as much as possible on the ramp, because they're only able to come up the ramp. So we're going to be able to maybe hold them here for a while. These units are like making a bolt for my gate. And it's the worst when you just select one that just doesn't have any energy. Really just the worst. Okay, they're making some progress here. Okay, all of these units are dead. Reavers, hold on. 43 seconds. I guess let's save, because again, we just have to hold on.
Desler's tracking a massive fleet entering orbit over our province.
Fleet? Protoss?
No, Counselor. The vessels appear to be of unknown configuration. They do not appear in any of our archives. Not of Terrorin or any Zerg species we know about.
Rax report. England, Counselor. Success. The warp gate is operational. Retreat. Retreat through the warp gate. Brethren, retreat through the gate. Now.
Retreat into the warp gate with all surviving units. All right, well, I'll try. The Zerg are closing in fast. Get in there. All right, well, Jerome made it out. Whoa, big unit unplaceable. I haven't seen one of those for a while. Used to see those all the time. Oh, and look at these guys. Really neat. They look like scout attacks that are colored green, and they can attack air. Unidentified vessel. Really creepy looking face, too. Huh. Really neat. All right, Reaver, squirm your way through. Let's see if we can just get anybody left into the warp gate. Zella, you can make it. You'll be the last man through, I think. Oh my god, that's so many guardians. Anyway, like I said, you need to use... You really need to use high-powered single units, which I didn't do when I was playing Mass Recall to finish that story. All right, get in there. That should be everything. Huh, okay. This is similar to what we saw at the end of the first mission of Celestial Eruption. There's like credits at the end of the first mission to say, hey, did you like this mission? Here are the people that are doing it. Sort of to raise awareness probably before the other maps were released. Now, there's only 4 maps total for the Gallantry. It was never completed. You know, it's just... I don't know what to say. It's just not something that was finished. So I don't know. This was a long time ago, and I don't see a point in commenting on it too much these days. It was a while back. And what's cool is you do have some of the people from the scene back in the day kind of coming back and making a resurgence. Gradius is still making campaigns, and he's working with a few people that were a part of the StarCraft 1 custom campaign scene. So that's really, really neat. Alrighty, well. I guess not much else to say about this, though I do really like these, whatever these ships are. These guys are real creepy. They look like Chiss from the Star Wars Expanded Universe. That's what they remind me of. My camera keeps getting moved as more of these things come in to destroy the Zerg base. So it's like we were saved. We didn't necessarily have to retreat. So the fact that we decided to go through random coordinates and take a huge risk was not necessary when these fellows came to rescue us. But we don't know who they are. No idea. Webmaster Simon Court, shout out. I don't know who he is any more than any of these other people. I just Webmaster. Okay, well, this is beautiful music. We've won, sort of, but at what cost? The Protoss. It's cool how a lot of these campaigns are crafted into the Protoss retreat to Securus. Legacy of the Confed was molded around that. The Antioch Chronicles was kind of molded around that. This campaign seems to be molded around that. It's like it's built into existing StarCraft canon, but not so closely that it relies really heavily on StarCraft lore, I suppose. So they're not at risk of contradicting StarCraft lore per se. It's pretty neat. I like it a lot. Huh. Well, okay, we've got a few more missions to go with the Gallantry, and then we will be done with Celestial Stories. There is another Desler campaign called the Phoenix that I may play one day. I don't know if I'm going to play it next. I don't know. This is only the first mission of the Gallantry, so who knows what I'm going to play after the Gallantry. Pretty fun mission, though. You know, Desler makes some really, really intriguing holdout maps. I like them a lot. The first map of Celestial Eruption, the second map, I believe it was, of Fall from Grace. Really like those maps. He makes really, really good holdout maps. They're not bizarrely challenging, but you do have to know how to properly utilize your High Templar and Reavers. And if you don't, you are just going to get annihilated. As you saw on this map, they were just giant surges of Zerg forces that could easily destroy you if you don't have enough High Templar. Alrighty, well, this has been Jay Borino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.